Get going here in a second. All right, just want to make sure we're good to go. All right, just want to make sure we're good to go. And we are. Okay. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man, Lincoln Clay, and we are back with a live stream of Gran Turismo 7. I want to get in here and take another crack at the daily race and see if I could pull off a win. This is the stream that I did a few days ago. I came in second place. Didn't qualify very good and had to play catch up the whole time. So I want to see if I can qualify better this go round and see if I can actually pull off the win. And not only that, I think I don't play that game this much, so my rating hasn't gone up as such. I feel like the people that I'm going against, I can beat the majority of them. So, but before we get going, I want to talk about a couple of things real quick. The first thing I want to talk about is my content, and then so I uploaded a video, a set of Corsa Competizione on PC. I recorded some offline races off of YouTube because I was experimenting and wanted to try a few things. And what I was finding out was that when I was racing offline, I could focus a little bit more. I could be a little more aggressive, take some more chances. And I felt like I was a little bit faster because I could focus on the track instead of trying to focus on the track and focus on the chat. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I don't mean that as a bad thing because I still enjoy live streaming and interacting with the chat. But when it comes to the content that I'm streaming right now, it's mainly three things. It's a set of Corsa Competizione on PC, a set of Corsa Competizione on PS5, and GT7 on PS5. There's two ways to stream those. One is live streaming, and the other one is uploading videos. So what I want to do is, later on tonight, I'm gonna take a poll and ask people what would they rather see. Would they rather see me stream live, where my streams will last anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, depending on how good of a time that I'm having and whether I have to get up for work the next day? Or would you rather me upload a video getting straight to it and showing you the race and getting right into it? So I'm going to post a poll later on this evening. So if you happen to stumble across it, please vote, because it'll help me determine which way to go. Because when you're talking 3 different games and 2 different ways to stream them, that's 6 what's the word I'm looking for? 6 variables of the content, and I don't want to oversaturate YouTube. So what I want to do is take the poll and see what the voters would rather do, upload videos or live stream, and whatever they don't choose, that would go over to Twitch. Now, looking at the analytics of my streams lately, I have to be honest. Anything that seems to have the letters PS5, numbers, that has PS5 attached to it seems to get more views. Even a set of Corsa Competizione on PS5. That, even though I'm not near as fast on the PS5 version of ACC, those streams get just as much, if not more, than views on the PC version of ACC. So I might be forced with a difficult decision to move my PC streams of ACC over to Twitch and keep the streams of the PS5 version over here on YouTube. So that's another reason for the poll, because again, I don't want to oversaturate, 2 days in a row, ACC on PC, a live stream, a uploaded video. ACC on PS5, a live stream, uploaded video. GT7 on PS5, a live stream, an uploaded video. That's 6 days in a row of content in which I'd be oversaturating YouTube and wouldn't give my content room to breathe. So I'm still looking to do anywhere from put out content 2 to 4 times a week. And how I go all about doing it kind of depends on how you guys vote, and whatever ends up on the cutting room floor could end up going over to Twitch. So that's that. Let's get in here. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the update recently, along with a couple of cars and a new track layout that we got. They also updated the physics. And there seems to be mixed reactions about the physics. We've had some people feel like that the physics kind of reverted back to GT Sport. I think kind of feeling like the physics are a little more arcadey. Some people are okay with it. So I guess in particular, one of the things that sounds to me like it could have been a complaint was the snap oversteering. When you go around a corner and then the car suddenly snaps loose and then you got oversteer. It sounds to me like that could have been a complaint, and Polyphony Digital addressed it. And unfortunately, I guess depending on how you look at it, they're going to cater to the casuals. So if the casuals make the biggest noise, I guess as one person told me at work, he said, squeaky wheel gets the oil. So with that being said, again, coming back to some of the things that they were saying, some people feel like, I guess the biggest complaint was with the rear wheel drive cars, and that's where the snap oversteer was coming from. So I guess some people feel like with the new physics, that takes away the realism, being that the rear wheel drive cars have more grip now and less snap oversteer. Some people are fine with it and point out that games like iRacing and ACC have a good amount of grip too, so that some of them are fine with it. Me, it makes no difference because, excuse me, I'm the type of person that if something bugs me, I'll make my complaint at first, and then after that, I start making adjustments to try to get used to it. When this game first came out, the tutorial basically taught you how to trail brake without telling you that you're trail braking. They pick a spot for you to start braking, and then while you're braking, the tutorial basically instructs you to keep your foot on the brake until you get to the top of the apex. Once you get to the top of the apex, then you can take your foot off the brake. I was fine with that, except that to me it wasn't a form of racing that they tried to teach you. To me, it seemed to be the rule that if you didn't do it like that at every single corner, the game felt like they threw a tow rope on the front of your car and pulled it straight off the track. And in the case of, like I said, of course, the Competizione, a lot of times I know where my brake markers are. I hit the brakes, I slow down to the point to where I can coast the car around the corner. With GT7, that doesn't seem to work. At least it didn't. I find my brake markers, I hit the brakes, I go slow enough to where I think I can coast the car around the corner, take my foot off the gas and try to coast it around the corner, and then the car just understeers right off the track as if somebody pulled it off the track. That I did not like, because it seems to me like the game is telling you that if you don't do it exactly like we instruct you to do it, we're going to punish you by making you fly off the track. So I made my voice heard about that. I let everybody know how I felt about it, and then I moved on. So and it's because of that I don't feel like I would be affected by these new physics. If any of these physics affect me, I'll just make the adjustment. So, I'll make the adjustments by way of either turning the traction control up or down, or turning the brake bias and the brake anti-locks up or down. So that's where we're at with that. So let's go ahead and jump into the daily race. I am hoping to get a win. Let's see what's in the garage. a gift. 3. Let's run it. We already know it's going to be a low amount of credits, but let's do it anyway. Oh, well, it's all credits. Mr. Modern. Devastator, what's up? 10,000 credits. Mr. Modern, you are saying, do you have any assists on, like traction control, ABS, oversteer assist? Is it normal to have any of these on? Truth be told, I'm not terribly deep into this game the way I am with a set of Corsa Competizione, but at the same time, I function on this game the same way I do on ACC. I kind of just start with a base in terms of the setup. I start with a base, and if I like it, I don't touch anything. If it's something about it I don't like, then I tweak it. And so I think with these balance, you know, when you go into a race, they start you with your traction control, your anti-locks set at, you know, they set it at whatever, and then from there it's up to you to adjust it. As far as the assist on, I don't have any of that on. If you're talking about the assist line where you have the arrows that point you to when you're supposed to turn, you know, what lines you're supposed to take, when you're supposed to brake, I don't have any of that stuff turned on. Now the counter steering, if it is on by default, then I have it on. If it is not on by default, I don't have it on. That's the counter steering assist. That's not something I went out of my way to tweak. So, my page options. In-game notification, race difficulty, video output. No, I don't see anything that says counter. You should have everything off besides ABS and traction control. It's just something you choose and feel comfortable with. Yeah, Devastator, but what I was, the way I was answering his question was, being that I don't play this game this much, I don't veer too far off the default settings. So if the counter assists, most of the assists on this game is more or less is on. Most of the assists on this game more or less prohibit you from so I mean the assist line, I definitely went out of my way to turn those off. So I guess when we get into an online session, we'll have a look at the controls. And nope, we're not gonna watch this. Okay, cool. That's what I was wondering. Started playing GT7 and really getting into it, and wanted to learn more. Oh God, I backed out. So like, if you're playing like GT7 for the first time, I do know like the assist lines, the green lines that instruct, you know, that map out your racing lines for you. That's definitely turned on, and you'll have to go out of your way to turn it off. Let's rent. Entry period starts in, oh my God. Nope, it won't let me pick a car just yet. Traction control I have set to 1, ABS set to weak, and counter steer assist off. So again, that takes me back to if it was set, if it's on by default, then I haven't turned it off. Thumbs up, Devastator. All right. Entry deadline, and see, I want to get into the other one. I believe it's on by default. So what I need to do is find out where to turn it off. But the one thing that the one thing that I'm dealing with is that Mr. Modern, is that I'm using this Drivehub adapter because my wheelbase right here is not native to the PS5. So I have to use this Drivehub adapter. This Ori controller right here, because it's a licensed product that you're plugging into the PlayStation, and so it makes you think that you're plugging a licensed product into the PlayStation. And then my wheelbase right here, I have to put it in PC compatibility mode, so I don't have the native force feedback that I would whenever I use this on PC, because this is primarily a PC wheelbase. And so when I'm racing in PC, I get every little detail, because not only do I have this wheelbase, I also have the V3 pedals, which also have vibrating motors on them, and they vibrate when the wheels lock up. But more than that, I have bass shakers underneath this rig that I'm sitting in, so it vibrates according to the engine RPMs, wheel slippage, and brake locking. So I get all that information, so I know exactly what the car is doing. I know when the brakes lock up, then I know the let off of the brakes. When the wheels start to spin, I know the let up off the gas. In the case of me playing GT7 using this Drivehub adapter, because it's not native, I'm not getting all the feedback that I would get on PC. Therefore, I don't feel it when the wheels start slipping. So sometimes the car might go completely sideways before I see that the car became unstable. So I mean, that is what it is. So I guess what I was trying to say is that yeah, I could turn off the counter steering assist, and if it turns out that the car easily goes into a spin and I can't feel it go into a spin, I might have to leave the counter assist on. Can I get in yet? Entry period starts in about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So for those of you who want to hang out, wonder if I could take a few minutes to practice. Devastator says you'll see a difference in turning and also braking once you turn those off. I'm sure I will. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that I'll see a difference. My thing is, will I feel it? Because again, this wheelbase won't give me the detailed information that I get on PS5, whereas I get all of the information on PC. So on PC, I play around like naturally. I don't have any kind of assist turned on. on a set of Corsa Competizione on PC because that's, to me, is the most realistic simulator out there. So I don't have any of those assist turns on. So because I don't need them, because the feedback that I get from this wheelbase and the wheel shaker, the base shakers, it gives me all the information I need. So I can adjust the traction control depending on the conditions, the temperature of the track, the weather, and and I can adjust the anti-lock brakes as well as the brake bias, depending on what kind of track I am and how quick I need to stop. So yeah, the bottom line is, if I was getting the detailed information from this wheelbase on the PlayStation 5 that I do on PC, I would go through every single bit of this game and turn every single thing off. So one thing that I haven't tried that I'm curious about trying is plugging my base shakers into the PS5 and see if it works. I doubt that it will, but if it did work, holy smokes, I guarantee you'll see better lap times coming from me because I'll be getting more information. What do we got here? That's a road car. What car can I use? Nope, it's a road car. Nope. 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 So that's the other thing to be warned about me, is that I prefer to race cars. A lot of these real life production cars, a lot of them, I never will drive them. A lot of them, I have no interest in driving them. And I don't know. I just prefer to do race cars. They're superior machines. Even with the race cars, GT4s are my least preferred out of the GT cars. I would prefer GT3 and GTE. So in the case of this game, it would be categorized as Group 3 and Group 2. Those would be the cars that I would prefer to use. And, the Group 1 cars, the LMP cars, yeah, sure. Oh, okay, we can jump in here. It's not letting me choose my fuel mixture here, not during qualifying. All right. I guess we'll have to address that during the race. Looks like you got assist on bottom right. Session best, traction control, course map. Okay, so let me whoops. Oh, ooh. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, crikey. Got hit with another penalty. Oh well. When they get VR, this is the camera angle that I'm going to be using. Had to brake a little bit. Oh my God! Just got hit with another penalty. That penalty hurt right there. I mean, thank God it's during qualifying, not in the race. That penalty is a backbreaker. Not yet. That's a penalty right there. Yep, there it is. I had to go back and make sure I cut that counter assist off because I don't feel any different than me. What the? Another penalty? How? Gotta get all this out of my system before that race start. You know what? I just thought about something. I think I'm going to have to go with this because it'll help me. I struggle with my braking points and throttling out of corners. I think I'm going to have to go with this because I already tried it on a set of Corsa Competizione, going with this angle, and I was able to judge my braking points better. Am I gonna get hit with a penalty? Oh, crikey! Damn it. That was a backbreaker right there. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me with a penalty. Because this is going to be my last chance to qualify. Almost a full second faster. Ah, I know I can beat these dudes too. Oof. Let me take that back. Not so sure I can beat them. Because now they throw me in here with C drivers now. Because last time I played this, they threw me in there with D drivers, and I finished second. So, matter of fact, it's only D drivers. It's only me and one other guy in here. So, honestly, it looks like I'm going to have to forget about trying to win the race. But we do want to try to go for a top 5 finish. So fuel saving is paramount here. So I am starting 8th. God damn it. Golfer, what's up? Flint in the house. right, sir. Vegeta was good. Want to do some lobbies? Yeah, I'm looking to do 2 races and then, yeah. Come on, man, it still bumped me. What? Damn, there's the penalty. God damn it. Yeah, they brake checked me, but I mean, I know how it is. Oh my God, I got hit with another penalty. Why? After I serve this penalty, I might have to boost it. Okay. Oh my God! Got hit with another penalty. Oh, they're closing in quick. Let's see if they apply that penalty. I mean, I got the top 5 finish I was looking for, but got hit with a couple of penalties. Gotta do this one more time. Keep hearing that clacking noise like the axle broke or something. Race B is a lot easier. Yeah, race B is a lot easier, but I prefer the Group 3 and the Group 2, Group 1 cars. Group 4 Support Gaming, how you doing? The Group 4 cars with GT4s, you know, I'll do them every now and then, but it's not my preference. But for me, I have an issue. It's too hard to break into B. I have 5 podiums and 1/8. Someone wrecked me. You say you can race any group? I think I can too. It's just GT3s are my preference. I just think they're superior machines. So that one bad race, nope, blocked me from climbing race. Oh, ouch. Let's get in here one more time. One more time. This time we going for a top 3 finish. We just got to keep it clean. I'll check your comment in a second, support. Damn it. It's hard to see that chicane. Well, I was waiting for them to hit me with the penalty. There's the penalty. Trying to catch the ghost. It's over anyway. Race gonna start in a minute. Might as well sharpen the skills on the chicanes. So this race, what I'm going to try to do is, if I can stay with the leaders, I'm going to try to use enough fuel to stay with them, not to overtake them. What I want to try to do is get into the slipstream, get into that tow, so I can carry speed without having to burn more fuel. And so I guess what I'm looking to do, as far as the fuel mixture goes, is through the corners, I want to put the fuel mixture at 5 or 6, and on the straightaways, take it, put the power lean mixture on 4, in the hopes that that'll be enough to help me to stay in the tow of the lead pack. It's not letting me warm up. Oh well, forget it. It's not letting me warm up. I did qualify third. So qualifying third. Lexus is slow, huh? I made a huge mistake. Shit! I was too busy looking to see if I was going to get a penalty. shite! All right, I'll take second. All right. Clean race. Let's get that replay. See, did I get anything for my trouble? A gift, huh? Let's see what we got. All right, let's get this. Let's get these measly credits. A car that I have no interest in, an engine that I can't use. Oh shit, 100,000 credits? I was about to start screaming. Like, what the fuck is one gold brick? 100,000 credits? Okay. All right. It's not enough to buy GT3 cars. All the GT3 cars seem to cost about 450,000. So, Devastator, great race pace. Thank you. I was trying something different. Like, putting the fuel mixture at 6 would have been way too slow. Well, I took it down to 6 on the corners, and on the straights I kept it at 5. And then if any car got in front of me, I tried to get in the slipstream and stay with them, so I wouldn't have to raise the fuel mixture. You know, bump it to 4 or go down to 4, however you want to look at it. So I was trying to conserve all of it until the last lap, and then go all power, and then I'd go balls out that last lap. And the guy in front of me must have did a pretty good job of conserving his fuel, because once I went all power, I really couldn't close in. What do you think about the physics? The the new physics to me, it doesn't affect me. It's just like the title says. This was my thought on the physics, and this goes back to when the game first launched. So if you ask me what I think of the physics, I'll tell you what I think of the physics from the day that the game launched rather than the new physics, because the new physics, I really can't say that I noticed anything like, oh, they changed the physics. I'm just the type of person that just adjusts. If something, if I'm flying off the track, then I'll make adjustments. So when this game first launched, the tutorial, as I was saying before, it taught you how to trail brake without telling you that it's teaching you how to trail brake. You come down the straights, you brake at a certain point, and you keep your foot on the brake going into a curve, and you basically keep your foot on the brake until you get on top of the apex, and then you can let up off the brakes and try to punch it out of there and hope the car doesn't snap oversteer. I was okay with that because the physics at that time was better than GT Sport. My problem with it was it became the rule. It was almost like the game was telling you at every single corner you have to brake at a certain point, you have to hit the brakes, and you have to keep your foot on the brakes until you get on top of the apex. If you take your foot off the brakes before you get to the apex, it's almost like the game ties a rope around the front of your car and pulls it off the track. And I was saying before that with a set of Corsa Competizione, I know my brake points. I brake till I get to a certain point, then I let off the brakes, and I can coast the car around the corner and still maintain control of it. Do I think they're more realistic now? I almost feel like it don't really seem much different than when it launched. But at the same time, I don't play this game the same way I play Assetto Corsa Competizione. If they would have changed the physics on Assetto Corsa Competizione, even with that, the only way I would have known, I would have to use the same car on the same track, on the same conditions, with the same setup. Because with Assetto Corsa Competizione, it's almost like every day is different because you're dealing with track temperatures, whether moisture, whether it's raining or not, all that kind of stuff. All that stuff comes into play, and then with Assetto Corsa Competizione, you also have to take about 1 or 2 laps to warm the car up, warm up the tires, because just like real tires on ACC, you take a lap or 2 to warm the tires up, and then the tires will inflate by about a pound per pressure, about what's the word I'm looking for? A pound of pressure each tire, and then you'll start to pick up a little bit of speed and so forth. I don't think this game is that detailed. I think this game is still somewhat of a simcade. So, that being said, I have not noticed anything about this game where I jumped up and said, "Oh, they changed the physics. This is garbage." I didn't notice anything. To me, it's like I know the physics are different right from the beginning. So I already told myself coming into this game that I have to brake differently than I do with a set of Corsa Competizione. It said, what steering degrees you use for force feedback? So the steering radius, do you use GT3 cars at 540 degrees? Right now, I got it set at, let me see here. I got it set at 650 degrees, but when I'm playing a set of Corsa steering rotation, yeah, I got that set at 650 degrees. When I play a set of Corsa Competizione, I have the steering rotation set at 900 degrees. And then the force feedback, it all depends. Because like with a set of Corsa Competizione, the force feedback is different for every car. Some cars, the force feedback feels like the car got power steering. Some cars, it feels like it doesn't have power steering. So this wheelbase that I have is 20 Newton meters of torque. That CSL DD Pro that everybody's been buying lately, that's 8 Newton meters of torque with the power pack. This is 20 Newton meters of torque. How come not for GT7? At 900 degrees of rotation for GT7, the car will slide right under the track, off the track. The understeer will be unbelievable. So I need to have a situation where I can make a good turn without having to crank it end over end like that. I need a situation where I can make a turn like this or like this at the most. If I got it set at 900 degrees, I'll have to crank this thing over like this. And this is a GT3 wheel, so it's not ideal for having to crank over like that. So, gosh, I was in the middle of saying something. I was in the middle of saying something else. So yeah, I mean, I think what I was in the middle of saying is this game does not have the physics of a Assetto Corsa Competizione. So I have to drive the cars a little bit different on this game. Not only that, with a Assetto Corsa Competizione on PC, I race in VR because you have that sense of depth. Something that's 100 meters away looks like it's actually 100 meters away because you're actually inside the game. Whereas this game and Assetto Corsa Competizione on PS5, they don't have VR support, so everything looks pancaked. So if I use the cockpit view, the cockpit camera view inside the car, something that's 100 meters away looks like it's 300 meters away. And then when it gets right up on top of me, it's like, oh shit, and I'm slamming on the brakes, fly right off the track. So I have to go with that wide open view where you see nothing but the road. It's the only way that I can really see the brake meters at their actual distance. We should let the GT devs know more about this. The thing about this game, Baby J, is that this game is somewhat of a simcade. I think with this game, they tried to walk that fine line and tried to cater to everybody. So they made the physics better that hardcore people would say. They would say exactly what I'm saying, that the physics are better than GT Sport, but the physics aren't where Assetto Corsa Competizione or iRacing is. But they kept it enough that the casuals can play this game too. Because I think you also have to keep in mind that the casuals that play this game are going to be using the DualSense controller and not a cockpit like I'm sitting in. Because this cockpit that I'm sitting in, the wheelbase, the cockpit, my pedals, all that stuff costs close to $3,000. So only the hardest of the hardcore is going to spend that kind of money on sim racing equipment. So all that being said, yeah, I think they try to, hopefully they can fix that up soon. So whatever they again, this game is secondary to me. Assetto Corsa Competizione on PC is my favorite game, and I race that one in VR. So, oh yeah, I got a T150 in the bedroom right here. That's what I started on. I had a T150, and the T150 is in my bedroom because my PS4 Pro and my original PlayStation VR is in the bedroom. So every now and then I'll jump on GT Sport and I'll race in VR. So I kept my T150 for that because it is officially licensed for the PlayStation. And plus I can't push this thing all the way into the bedroom. This sim rig, I can't push it all the way in the bedroom. So how come we never raced? For one, I probably don't, because if you're looking for me on this game, I only really started playing it again recently because I actually got away from this game for a minute because the egregious microtransactions just turned me off because it made me feel like this game was trying to be a giant money grab with the microtransactions. And I was torn right down the middle of that because I felt like that was Sony's greed with the microtransactions. But I felt like Kazunori Yamauchi, I don't think he was responsible for this. I think he's passionate about cars, and I think if it were up to him, it probably wouldn't have any microtransactions in it. But I think, Sony has learned how to be greedy like Americans, so they're starting to slowly but surely work in some greedy shit. Baby J 444. Does it show my name anywhere? So, baby underscore J444 on sport. Okay. If that's your PlayStation name, then yeah, I'll send you a friend request. But the thing about it is, I always appear offline when I'm on the PlayStation because I work a lot, 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, and there'll be days where my PlayStation will be on, but I fell asleep, and then I would wake up and see that I got a couple of invites. And I don't want people to think that I'm ignoring them. So I just appear offline because, I could easily be watching YouTube on my PlayStation. Next thing you know, I'm knocked out and I wake up at midnight. I'm in a life thing, but send a request. Excuse me. Right. Support. He said all PD need to do is have a daily novice online mode with BOP and a pro online mode with tuning. I'm fine with the daily races. What I don't want from the daily races is what we had when the daily races first got started, where you enter with a certain car and it doesn't meet the requirements. So I got to go buy some ballast. I got to go buy some ballast so I can make the car lighter so it can compete. Or I got to go buy this sport exhaust so I can compete. That I don't like. I don't like where you have to go buy parts to compete in an online race. Because to me, that's a little bit of an egregious act, because it's a situation where you have to drain your credits to qualify for a race. And, you go spend $3,000 for an exhaust, $30,000 for tires, $50,000 for a new transmission. That could make all the difference in the world from you being able to buy a car or not. And then you spend all that money to compete in the race, and then the payout is less than what you spent. You spent like $80,000 to make the car compliant so it can compete in the race, and then you get like a $40,000 payout. So that's the shit that I feel like they don't do that shit anymore. Yeah, baby, no doubt. So these BOP races, I'm cool with that. Where they make everybody's car equal. So, it's already 7 o'clock. I need to grab a bite to eat, and I think I'm going to kick up my feet and watch some YouTube. Definitely want to thank everybody for watching. Ferrari, no doubt. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a bite to eat, kick up my feet for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back on a set of Corsa Competizione on PS5. And I think I'm going to do a couple of races, save the replays, and then see if I can upload them. And so, again, I'm gonna take a poll this evening, and what I'm trying to find out from viewers is, would you rather see me live, or would you rather me upload some videos? I'll still do both. It's just whichever direction that I lean on all depends on, the voters. If the voters want to see me go live versus going uploading videos, then I'll go 60-40 in favor of live streaming, and vice versa. So please, please, please be on the lookout for that poll, and you come across it, please take a second to vote, because as of right now, from what I'm seeing out of the algorithms, it seems like the PS5 streams are getting more views than the PC streams. So case in point, Assetto Corsa Competizione and GT7 on PS5 are getting more views than Assetto Corsa Competizione on PC. Even though I'm a lot faster on PC. I race better on PC. I'm a little more aggressive on PC, but yet the PS5 streams are getting more views. So that's another reason why I'm taking this poll. So I'm still trying to sort all that out. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and boogie on out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Second place is not bad. We'll keep doing more of these daily races. And the goal is to get my driver rating to a C, so I can get in there and against tougher competition. I mean, well, I was in there with them. That race, I was in there with C drivers, even though I'm still a D driver. So wish the best of luck. Thanks, Baby J. Appreciate it. So I'm rambling, and we'll come back later, or tomorrow, and see what's going on. With that, I'm going to go ahead and boogie on out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until then, you guys know the line. Wakanda forever. Long live the king, and deuces. We'll see y'all soon. Have a good one.